In the shadowed corridors of the early 1920s, as prohibition gripped America, the landscape of medicine had taken an intriguing turn. The Volstead Act, crafted to curb alcohol, inadvertently opened a loophole that saw doctors become purveyors of legally prescribed whiskey. This peculiar phenomenon was no small affair. It was, in essence, the era's unwritten prescription for easier living. For many, a doctor's note acted as a golden ticket that transformed ailments into opportunities, and pharmacies into the hidden saviors of the parched. As the lines blurred between medical need and personal desire, pharmacies found themselves at a crossroads. The demand for medicinal alcohol surged, and with it, pharmacies navigated a fine line. They became silent participants in a legal yet morally ambiguous trade. For some pharmacists, it was about community service during hard times, for others, a lucrative endeavor that bolstered their businesses. The quiet whispers of discretion became the currency of trust between pharmacists and their clientele. Beyond the pharmacy counters, an elaborate underground network began to flourish, weaving through the veins of legality and deceit. Unscrupulous characters donned the guise of pharmacists or set up fake storefronts, peddling bootleg booze under the thin pretense of medicine. These establishments thrived in urban hotspots, where the scent of rebellion mixed with the aroma of clandestine tinctures. Behind closed doors, a different kind of alchemy was at play, as bootleggers mingled with men in white coats, creating an empire of opportunistic elixirs. While legitimate doctors offered relief and unscrupulous ones exploited, the homes transformed into personal pharmacies. People took matters into their own hands, crafting home remedies and awaiting visiting physicians with alacrity. Books on homeopathy sprouted with new chapters dealing with spiritual remedies, thinly veiled recipes for home brews and makeshift distillation. In neighborhoods that once slept quietly, nightly symphonies of homemade stills could be heard echoing, signaling a deceptive compliance to law while pursuing a lifestyle intertwined with historical tradition. As the Prohibition era waned, so too did the peculiar intersection of medicine and spirits. By the time the 21st Amendment repealed prohibition, pharmacies returned to their foundational roles, but the legacy of those double-edged elixirs lingered in folklore and lesson. This chapter of history serves as a sobering reminder of the power of unintended consequences where law, medicine, and human desire collide, a dance between tangible relief and ethical ambiguity that shaped a nation's fabric.